In this video, I'll take you with me on a recent trip to Malaysia where I visited Kuala Lumpor, the Batu Caves, took a private tour of the Sepang International circuit, which is where they have held F1 and MotoGP events. After that, I hit the go-kart track at the circuit. I'll put chapters in so you can skip ahead. I hope this gives you an idea of what to do when you visit or if you're just curious. But let's get into it. Lights out and away we go. We're at the Batu Caves. We got some stores going on over here. This thing's huge. Dang, this Benzo right here is VIP on the plate. He letting them know. Good chow.
Can I get featured?
Yeah, you want a feature? Like him over here. Getting some of that. That's pretty wild. All these birds just gonna poop on you. Pretty cool. There's so many birds though. I don't know about all these birds. It doesn't smell the greatest either. I know there was a monkey running around too up here. I don't know if he's gone. It's supposed to be like 277 stairs or something like that. All in there. Let's start this ascent. All these monkeys just throwing around bananas, peels and stuff. Look at this guy. This guy chilling right here. Dang, bro. Yo, this dude's huge too. I'm assuming we're about halfway up. Last flight. I'm a peacock, you gotta let me fly. That's pretty sick. More milk? No thank you. Yeah, and then as you enter the area, like they got a nice little shop over here. Some dream catchers, some magnets. No shoe zone. Pretty interesting how it's kind of like a building with the floor actually tiled inside a cave. Roosters over here, making all sorts of noise. On cue. Some more stairs. This is a very quick trip, like maybe 30 minutes. Easily be done in 30 minutes. Oh, that was that, and maybe to Petronas Towers now. We'll see. Bunch of Proton.
Proton is a Malaysian car, yeah?
That's why I don't know nothing about it. At the Petronas gas station. Trump Tower right there. Proton dealer. I wonder if there's like a Brembo plant parallel tower, 421 meters. Let's go check it out. Overlooking the city. People taking pictures up in that glass box. Benzos. I made it to the circuit. We got that leaf blower in the background, but we're gonna try and get inside now. We'll see what we can figure out.
Welcome to Sepang Circuit. Jordan. And this is what we call a hibiscus tower.
Do you know what movie they're shooting? No. And we got my ride down there. So timekeeping rooms are in there. Podium's over here. We got the corporate suite, so you can watch everything, get served up drinks and all that. Perdana suite. They just set up like all the tables and everything for it. So how much is a room like this for like MotoGP? 50,000? library. Kitchen area. Yeah, this would be my spot. I'd be posted up over here. Got the MotoGP. You got the backstage, got a little table right here. There you put the champagne bottles. Best seat in the house right here. All the different kind of transponders for open track days. That's pretty cool. Commentator's room. Do they have to adjust it themselves, or do they? Yeah. There's somebody else, the audio guy that does it.
Somebody else.
I got you. That way they can concentrate on commentating. Oh wow, it's a big room.
Yeah.
Well, you need a room, right, for everybody, all the teams and drivers.
Yes.
And there's so many TVs too.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like Wall Street stocks. Then they got like outlets and everything for it.
Full with the stuff for the brief.
Sweet. Back entrance, you said? The easiest route?
Yeah.
They can run up here and go make complaints.
Maybe you can use the lift anymore because it's uneven.
Oh yeah. I got you. Now I know what it is. Yeah, you see like all the drivers giving their meetings afterwards. Yeah. Podium. Now you start waving. Yay! Setting up the stand. Oh, you have a Proton?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of Proton?
This is the old Protons. We call it Proton Wira.
Wira?
Wira, yeah.
Wira.
In UK, maybe it's...
And you said, what's the show called? Fast Girls?
Fast Girls.
Fast Girls. It's over at the pit area. You just poke your head through the fence. And you cheer everybody coming in down the stretch, passing the line.
Can you?
We'll take that one. Doors open. So we're at the museum right now and check out what they have in here. So the entrance is pretty sweet with the MotoGP and the Malaysia Championship. Of course, they got Rossi out there. It's like they said I'm the only customer here today. It's pretty interesting. We got Marquez there. F1. Auditorium. Little brush mobile. The Jaguar D-Type, so this is a reproduction, and the Austin Healey. With the hand crank, make sure you get that mug started. It's got wooden wheels. Lightweight, hollow. There's an upstairs area, so we're gonna go check that out. So as we get upstairs, take a little gander real quick. Malaysian built cars. The Peru Dua, the Medenas 40. BRB, Hycom, and Proton. Pretty sure that's about it, but got this cool little section too as you're walking through. See what else we can get into, and hope you enjoyed the little tour of the museum. Museum opens at 9 and closes at 5, and it's free. So we have the Malaysian vending machine. We got they have a bunch of like kopi drinks here, but I don't know what that is, that grass jelly drink, I don't know. But I thought the Tropicana Twister was pretty interesting. The area looks kind of cool, but I don't know if they're building it or maybe they're setting it up for the MotoGP event in a couple weeks. Kind of cool to have the track up top too. Here's this interesting vehicle. A Wing 5. Some Cobra Zeus, Max Takura. Wheels on it, but pretty interesting looking little truck. So over here at the go-kart track right now, actually just setting up today. I guess they're like officially open today, and then but really supposed to have people on track kind of tomorrow, which is pretty cool. They're gonna be pretty sweet about it and let me take it out on the track. It looks very big and looks like they have some nice turns and everything, so we get some cool stuff. So we got this Honda City over here running on some T37s and some Advan Nova 8008s. Got some pretty nice buckets in there, some Mugen Recaros. Looks like it's on tan suspension, and then it's got the endless brakes on it too. So need to find out more information, see if this has like, if it's boosted or how much power it's making. So but that's pretty cool. This is the track. So it's a mini Sepang. I was the first customer for racing Underdog at the Sepang International karting circuit, and they technically weren't open to the public yet, but management was nice enough to let me run, especially because they were still setting up. Due to that, they only had 2 karts available. I believe it was the touring kart, which has a 9.5 horsepower 270cc engine with a max speed around 70 kilometers an hour, and the other car, which I assume is the equivalent to their pro kart, and I went 91 kilometers per hour in that. All their karting info can be found at racingunderdog.com. The pricing I found on Google Maps when I was just searching RUD Sepang International Kart Circuit, or you can just pause it in this video where you need to. My review of the touring kart is that it's probably faster than what the general populace can handle, but it's only as fast as you want it to go. With that, it's definitely fast enough to have fun for even decently experienced drivers. But for well-experienced drivers, the pro kart is a must. It definitely pushes you to learn the kart and track. The timing system installed gave kilometers per hour as well as sector times, as you'll see in the video, which also gave the ahead and behind times compared to your fastest lap. I'd recommend the full day option, but be aware that the kart does corner hard, so your stamina will be tested. With that said, let's get to the driving. So as you can see, we're pulling out of the pit box, going down the pit lane. The timing screen right there on the steering wheel. It's made by Starlane. It's a Coursera model, and shows a lot of cool stuff. Has obviously your times, has sector times, your speed in kilometers an hour. I don't know if it does miles per hour, but so as we pull out on this first lap, try and get on the gas a little bit, and of course it kicks out a little sideways, so we had to catch it. So at that point I'm like, we need to just do a warm-up lap for this. So let's go ahead and do a nice little warm-up, try and get some heat into the tires. And we're just sliding all over the place. The kart has a pretty tricky power band where down low, if you fall too far low on the RPM range, it'll bog down, and then if you get too high on the RPM range, it'll bog down as well. Think of like Gran Turismo, when you get up to the very top, max speed, and then you don't let off the throttle, it just drops like 3 or 4 miles an hour before it kicks back up. But the track is pretty nice though, it looks pretty good, and I assume that it's better looking now that I've left, because they've had it, this is probably 2 months, maybe 3 months since I've been to the track. But so this is our first time lap, and of course I overshoot the turn 1 because I'm too busy looking at the timing screen, even though it's not showing me anything because I'm still new at this, at least with this timing screen thing. But right now it's just showing real time because it is the first time lap. But even though I messed up on that first turn, we're still going to send it, and it'll help with getting some heat into the tires anyways. But yeah, on this straightaway, I'm usually topping about 88 kilometers an hour. So on those longer straights, you're hitting 80 plus. And then on the front stretch, I max out at 91, which you'll see at the end. Really like how the palm trees are there too. It looks pretty good. So as we're coming around the last turn, the start finish line shows that we have a 1 minute and 3/10 of a second time. And we'll see what we can do with our sector times and see how we can better that. So as you can see, the first sector, we're 0.8 seconds faster. We have a nice big slide right there, so that's obviously going to kill our time, but we keep on pressing. In the second sector time, we're slower by 0.15 of a second. So that slide really killed our time. It's like even after all that, we're able to go faster by 0.3 of a second. So this one ends up being a 1 minute flat lap time. This lap right here is my fastest lap of the day. So if you want to pay attention to the line, it might help you out if you decide to go. But through that first section, we are faster by almost 2/10 of a second. So obviously there's quite a bit of time to gain since the previous lap had 0.81 of a second gain. But this time we didn't slide. So we come up and we're 1.63 seconds faster on that section. So quite a bit faster. Look at the sector time again, it says we're 1.77 seconds faster, so still going faster. And we end with a time of 57.78. So definitely pretty quick from what I understand. I averaged about a 58.2 second for the whole time being. And like I said, if you look down at that timing screen, we're at 91 kilometers an hour and 58.0 on that lap. So you can definitely get 58.2 is probably a good point to be at. But remember, the track is pretty difficult, karts are pretty difficult, and it's fairly easy to spin out, so keep that in mind as you see right here. It happens to the best of us. Well, on that unfortunate event, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.